Hey guys, good morning. I got dressed today. I woke my husband up. I just went in there and opened the drawer and said, I'm putting makeup on. So I was like, get up. And not only that, but I went in there at like 9:15. So, but it is Saturday, so he can sleep in. Well, unless I decide he can't. So, last night we had lighting of the plaza, and before the lighting of the plaza, we had an argument. You can actually blow that thing all over the place and put it on. Taylor left his vapor pen here. It doesn't have any caffeine in it. It doesn't have any nicotine in it, so it's just like flavored stuff. But it makes a lot of vapor. Huh? Okay. Yeah. So we had our I wanted to go to the lighting of the plaza, but I knew I had to take a nap first because there was no way I was going to be able to make it. So he said, "Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and get all the chickens done so everything's done." And then I got up from my nap. Nothing was done, and we had an hour, and it was like, crap. And so. So we rushed around, missed the hoopla part of the lighting of the plaza, which is my favorite part. And then met some friends that we hadn't seen in a while. That was awesome. And came home. Right? That's it. And so today is I'm trying to find. There it is. So today is November 23rd. Wow, November 23rd. Usually that's around Thanksgiving time. It's going to be later this year, I guess. Mm-hmm. It's the end of the month. So, November 23rd. And I probably need to fold laundry today. Ooh, exciting. And Bruce, what is your plan for the day?
Whatever you need me to do today.
You trying to make up for last night?
No, I just don't have any. There's too many things to do, and I have no people.
Well, okay, so it's a beautiful day outside. So the choices are: you can work on the screened-in porch, or you can. Or you can clean chicken coops.
Well,
I'm probably gonna.
Maybe a combination of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah. So what did you notice about the lighting of the plaza last night when you looked at all the different people that were there? By the time we got there, the horde of people had gone, so there wasn't as many there. But what did you notice?
The next generation.
You see it, and that's so funny because I saw the next generation, and I saw like older people, a lot of older people dressed really nice, watching the band and stuff.
Oh, well, yeah.
I was like surprised because I'm like, wow,
But I didn't. That was an afterthought. Noticing them, but
I noticed it
as if I was in a different city.
It was like the place for the kids to be, man, the high schoolers to be, and so we were watching the New Braunfels community band thing or whatever. What's it called?
With the brass band and stuff in there, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
And our friend Jeff is in that one, so we were watching that, and that was fun. And then the steel band started to play with Brad Arnold and his kids, and that's always nice. He does some amazing stuff with those kids.
That's really cool. Very cool.
And there wasn't anything else there. There was like one food booth.
Yeah. That was it.
Yeah. There was a lady that was, and there was a lady there was a lady that I thought looked so cute. She had a really cute little hat on, and she had on a skirt and something I would wear.
Right.
And so I thought that was kind of neat. She was there with her husband, and her husband looked all cute too. So
yeah, it was.
The dogs are going to be barking because they're doing a marathon today. Sorry.
Well, they had like their workers walking around with their little lighting, their little novelty sticks with lighting, selling just like they would at a parade, you know. And so that was a little different than normal. But the biggest thing was just walking around and not knowing
anybody. I saw.
I think all the people our age.
Holly and them they were the only ones I saw.
There's fewer and fewer people there our age. Now the Wasselfest is where we'd see everybody that we.
Yeah, but you still don't. We went to Wasselfest that last time when Alex was young and he felt like passing out because there was no air, and it was like packed like Wurstfest
15 years ago.
On a college night.
At least 15 years ago.
Was it? No, it wasn't that long. No.
He's 20. He'll be 21. So.
No, yeah, but we did youth band and stuff like that, so it had to have been.
Right. So
he was probably about 8.
10. 10.
He was probably about 8.
10 to 12 years ago. And that's still, when you look at it, it's still a long time.
Yeah, it's still a long time. Now talk about the most precious thing we saw last night.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You can explain.
Okay, so while we were watching the band, there was this, I'm guessing this mom or grandma who had a child who had disabilities, and she was, I say child, but she probably was older than I realized. I didn't see her face. We just saw her from the side. And she was sitting in her, like the specialized wheelchairs that kind of like hold the head up and stuff like that. And the mom or grandma, whoever it was standing there, and she was all dressed in red, and then she dressed the girl in the wheelchair in red. And she told the conductor, she said, we come and see the band every year. She and I come and see the band every year. And so she's got the little one's hand, and she's doing this, to like just tap the music. And the little one's hand is tapping on the side.
Yeah. She was tapping in rhythm.
On the side.
She was really, really. She was
so
really.
So you could tell she was really enjoying it, and it was the sweetest moment there last night that we saw, and it just the little one was. I say little one. I don't know how old she was, but I have a friend who has a child who is in the same condition, and they always look younger than they are. And she just looked so cute. She had her hair was all like in like a little thing on her head, and she was dressed really cute.
Like she knew what was going on.
Yeah. And she was enjoying the music, and that made my day. That was fun. That was really neat to see. And I wanted to go up to her. I felt like I wish I would have had the courage to, but I wanted to go up to her and say, "You just made my day. That was the most precious thing." But she looked like she didn't want anybody to watch her. She was kind of like, "Okay, people are watching. I'm leaving." So.
But it was good. It was nice and joy to watch the band. People of all ages in that band. So the people that had a chance to continue playing their music. I thought I saw there was a gentleman that was like in the late 70s or whatever playing his clarinet. So
there was a couple of high school kids there playing, or maybe in high school or college. There's a couple of high school college kids that were volunteering, and it's really neat because I remember I had a friend that used to be in it every year, and he doesn't do it now, but it's really neat when you see some of the people that from your town. This used to be a small town. It's not anymore. I miss that.
I don't care what they say. It's not a small town anymore.
No, it's not. It was fun when it was a small town. When you could go someplace and you could, you knew everybody you saw. So anyway, I think I say so anyway a lot.
Just change it to
No, that's not better.
See, now I'm not conscious enough to know what I do. I probably do. Yeah.
Okay, so you had your rock show last night.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
It went well. It went well. I had some people in the chat room, which I introduced it for the first time.
So basically, he has a rock station that's got a Flip Side Fridays where he plays like the side of an album, sometimes the whole album, right?
It just depends on
what you want to do.
The occasion. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he'll play like the side of one album and the side of another album or whatever. And it's like an hour. It's from like 9 to 10. And he has a lot of people who listen, and he gets to.
I'll take live requests, and people. It was a nice interaction in the chat room, and I did have the chat room on the country station yesterday.
Yeah, and it worked well. Jack and I got on there and tested it out for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it worked. It worked well.
It just takes time.
It goes beep or bloop. Whatever's. Bloop. Bloop.
Oh, that's right. See, I had it.
So that was nice.
I had it to where I was. I took it off of the main computer, off of my the country station computer, and so any sounds that came through on the air. Yeah. So I had to go back the other direction. So.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
You live and learn.
So Jack was multitasking. He had.
You had your chicken show on?
He was watching, because like he wasn't going to be able to do the chicken show, so I did the chicken show. But I forgot that he was Facebook Live with his guests, so I did the chicken show. At the end, I thought he was done, but he may not have been. At the end of his Facebook Live thing, I was doing the chicken show, so we had two things going at the same time, and so I was.
We were
competing with him.
Multitasking as well.
I was competing.
She was Channel 5. I was Channel 12.
Yeah. That was Chicken Channel.
Chicken Channel.
So that was good.
So, yeah, it worked out pretty well. So.
And I didn't. So how did it feel doing the morning show without me?
It was odd.
It's odd.
Yeah, it was. It was. You get used to having a routine, and then when you don't have it, it's kind of like, okay, this thing I have to make up for a lot of banter. But I played a lot more. I did play some more.
I am what you call a lot of banter. I need a shirt. I'm a lot of banter.
A lot of banter.
And on the back, I'm the interrupter. That's my superpower.
Superpower. A big eye on them. I played a little more music. Yeah. Than I normally did. Did find.
Well, and that's funny because there was a lady. Sorry, I just interrupted. See, it's my superpower. There was a lady who was like, "Oh, did I miss the chicken, part?" And Megan goes, Megan goes, "No, it hasn't happened yet." She goes, "Oh, I don't like country music." Megan goes, "That's okay. They don't play a lot of music during this part." I thought, well, he did.
I did.
So Megan probably didn't listen to your show yesterday.
Yeah, I had to. But I had that.
But Megan likes country music, so she would listen.
And so I had about 45 minutes of the interview at 10. Mm-hmm. So.
And you said that went well.
And then a little music and talk after that, and.
Mm-hmm. And if you ever want to see any of that stuff, he has it on his site. He records his morning shows and puts it on his page, so it can be watched. And do you still put it on YouTube?
I do not put it on YouTube, only because there's too many.
Do you put the Facebook Lives on YouTube? Can you put the Facebook Lives on YouTube?
I think I can.
Is it because you do the chicken ones? You've done the chicken ones on YouTube,
chicken ones
right?
are on there, yeah.
Okay. So you can probably do the YouTube video. I mean, the Facebook Live video on YouTube.
Yes, I can.
That would work.
Yeah, I can do any of those.
Yeah, I'd like to put my Facebook Live chicken one on.
Yeah, you just
on your channel or wherever. I don't care. I'm enjoying making videos. People are probably getting really sick of looking at them, and oh well. It gets me up in the morning and makes me look forward to doing something for the day.
Get your coffee and
get my
things
coffee.
Ready to go.
I'm running out of my smart coffee sticks.
I ran out of them a long time ago, as you could tell.
Well, yeah.
Smart.
It doesn't make you smart.
I know it doesn't. Don't make it obvious.
It doesn't make
they didn't need to know that.
It doesn't make you smart. It just makes you have a really good day. But they changed the recipe, so I'm waiting for. I think they may have come out with the other recipe, and so I need to look into that, find out because I've got like 2 or 3 sticks left, and I'm gonna be. So today I did 2 hops, 1 niacin, and 1 caffeine pill. So we'll see how that does.
And I've done 2 hops and 2 caffeine pills. So.
You do 2 caffeine pills.
Yeah, because if I don't take them both at the same time, I will not take the second one during the day.
Do you get a buzz out of it? Like your eyes?
No, I don't think so.
Don't think so. Okay.
I keep myself going.
You do?
So I don't think about it as long as if I'm wide awake at like 9 o'clock in the evening, then it's done something for me still. Okay,
so we had a major accomplishment yesterday was that we finished.
Oh, the Boundaries book.
Boundaries book.
Yes, we did.
We started on that sucker like 5 months, 6 months. I don't know. Long time ago.
Yeah, we made it to where we would read when we could.
We read small portions because it's a lot to take in, and so you know if you read a smaller amount and then talk about that chunk, depending on who you are, it's like there were some areas that was like about kids and stuff, and we've already done the kids thing, but it still was good to read because it talked about kids even older.
Right.
So now we ordered the Boundaries book for marriage, so that should come in, and it'll tell us what we did wrong with our argument yesterday.
Yeah, well, and then we also ordered through Kindle some freebies.
Yeah, but they didn't come in. They didn't go through, and so I had to read it. I was like laying in bed, half asleep. I did my Bible reading stuff. And then I looked for the Kindle books and I couldn't find them. So I had to go back to the shop and then re-download them. And I'm not sure that I downloaded all of them.
Did you have to, maybe because you didn't download them directly to your...
It said it was going to send it to my device. And I've never had trouble with it before. But I don't know. So it'll probably send it to the device today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We did get...
Sorry, excuse me.
Is there a packet? I put a package here somewhere. Did you... Was that yet?
That was my hops.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there we go.
Yeah, my hops.
Amazon.
Hops.
Amazon just.
Hops.
Was that through? Yeah, that was through Amazon.
It was through Amazon.
Just make it right.
And I've just the hops has really helped with my mood.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't take it, by like the 2nd or 3rd day, I get very PMSy, and I'm not PMSy. I'm just grumpy from not taking the hops.
The hops.
Or you made me grumpy?
Well, that's a good.
That's a good possibility.
Yeah,
did I make you grumpy?
Usually, no.
Yes, I do.
No, sorry. I thought you said I made you grumpy. Sorry.
Do I make you grumpy?
No.
He doesn't know how to say. He doesn't know how to say yes. Yes.
Sometimes.
Thank you.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes.
Let's not lie. Let's just put it out there.
All right. Yeah. Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes I can hear his eyes roll from like the other side of the room.
Yeah, it's kind of like
you can see the body language. When the eyes are rolling just based on the body language, because the head kind of goes.
Yeah, it's kind of like the guy that only has just a few hairs on his rear end, and she comes up and pulls one off. So that's just
That's the example you're giving.
it's an example that I'm like, no, what's it? I can't.
No.
If I thought of a normal example,
analogy, you can. I can tell when you're up to here with me when you go. I mean, that's it. It's like I see, and that's one thing we want to work on with the New Boundaries book is because I've been married to this man for almost 31 years, and he is a puzzle because he doesn't talk, so you have to read him, and reading him sometimes is very, very hard to do, and so you have to like pull out. You have to ask him questions. What was the one? Oh, something happened. Oh, okay, that was what it was. And we had that on video, didn't we? No, we didn't have that on video. Okay, anyway, so he had gone to
read you to figure out what it was.
He had gone to a possible sponsor, and the guy that he had made the appointment with didn't come out. He was there, but he wouldn't come out. And so Bruce came home, and he was kind of in a grumpy mood. And I was like, why are you all right? And he's like, yeah. And it's like, oh crap, man, I gotta drag this one out of him, And so then I finally, I remembered. I said, okay, well, so how did that thing go? And he goes, well, so he told me how that went, and I said, did that tick you off? And he goes, no. I said, no, really, did it ruin your day? Did that put you in a bad mood? No. I was like, I just kind of, and then he finally goes, yes, okay, yes, it did. I was like, why? Well, why do I have to work so hard to get you?
She actually didn't work that hard on that particular one because it took
that long. It took at least that long.
Yeah. Well, you have to admit you've had longer.
Oh my God! I've had days. Yeah. I've had days where he just it just gets worse.
I don't know
and
why.
Worse. And finally, you're like, "What is the matter?" He goes, like, 3 days ago when you said this, I was like, "What? 3 days ago? Why the hell am I hearing it now? Yeah. Why didn't you say it 3 days ago?" Dude.
Yeah, it's it feels like whenever you start a new venture, like if you whatever it is, it's almost like starting over every single time in regards to stuff and when I was talking to what is his name last night? Polly's husband.
Bill,
saying that he had left his job because what he was noticing is that management was getting younger and younger and knowing less and less about the thing.
I know. The work ethic is just different.
It's when where was I going? I don't even know where I was going. When you go to that's when I go to a sponsor or whatever like that, or I call somebody to try to do that. Like one, for example, I said, about doing the internet radio, being a sponsor on that, and he said, like, why would I want? There's already enough internet radio stations out there right now. Why would I want to take the time to even take those extra steps and stuff like that? I'm going like, well, there are a lot of other wing companies here in town too. Why would I?
Oh. Okay. Well, that one came out of the bag.
I don't care.
One of the wing companies.
It's like, really? Is this young?
You know what? But you have to understand. You have to understand also, though. There's a lot of times when you would get frustrated with something because somebody didn't want to pay the money for this or didn't want to do this or whatever, and it's like there's a lot of people who just can't afford it. There's a lot of people who can and don't. There's a lot of people who can't afford it. Well,
that's exactly right.
I remember there was one time Bruce was doing lawn care for a customer I was like, this is like the saddest thing. Bruce was doing lawn care for a customer who was at a church that we were going to, and they knew our tithe, and so they knew the amount we tithed, and everything. They had, and if you didn't tithe, you had someone come up to you and ask you why you weren't giving. And so he had a customer who was on the board, very big guy, a big to-do guy in town. And he was employing Bruce to do his properties. And when he found out we couldn't tithe anymore because we had a gas, it was when the gas went up to like $4 a tank or whatever. And we had a gas bill that was $6,000, and we couldn't.
$600.
$6,000.
A gas bill.
Yes. There was more on it than just gas, but it was a gas bill.
Okay.
And anyway, so it was a really, really high, and we just couldn't afford to tithe anymore. So the guy fired him when he found out.
Yeah, so I lost several properties right after that. So
several properties and a good chunk of our income, and it was really sad. it was really sad that, I mean, yeah, it was just really sad. But it's just how some people.
It is like that out there.
So you kind of go through times in life when you meet these people who, people can surprise you. And when we were reading the last part of the Boundaries book last night, it's so funny because you're reading through the book and it tells these like stories, and you can always put people in. You're like, oh yeah, that's so and so. Oh yeah, that don't say. No. There's one popped in there all the time over and over again. I was like, oh my goodness. So, but yeah, it's just so funny because it's like, oh well. And so we would like reread it with that person's name.
Well, there was a couple of times where I would read it, and you would go like, "Did you just put that in there?" I go like, "No, it actually says."
Actually has your name, Shannon. Your name is on there.
Actually had that in there. So.
It's like.
Fortunately, there was nobody in the stories named Bruce, but we had to throw it in. We had to throw it in there a few times.
I threw it. Yeah, he didn't. I threw it in every once in a while. Or Alton was in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Whenever it was someone giving a guilt trip to someone, it was like, and then Alton. Yeah, but anyway, it was a good book. If anybody wants to go through, it's a counseling book that is. You want to show them? It's a counseling. It's a book that was recommended by my counselor. When I was going through my I did counseling for a year. Man. Just night and day difference in my, I didn't realize. There you go, right there. Mm-hmm. An amazing book. It really is an amazing book. Get your highlighter out, pen, and mark some pages and stuff. It's really an amazing book for anybody out there. It's an amazing book because it really it goes on to any and every subject that you have with family, with friends, with children, where you have that battle of defiance or argumentative, or you're having to walk on eggshells. Oh, if you're having to walk on eggshells, read that book, because it is just, it's amazing. It feels like you need to read it 9 times over. It's just really a good book. But
it was good that we made it through that thing, and now we're going to go to the next.
Yeah. So we're going to just keep doing that. And it's really neat. We just take some time each day, not every single day, but almost every day. We take some time, sit on the couch or whatever, and sometimes in the evening if I'm not too tired, and sometimes it's in the morning, and we do a devotional book, read a devotional book, and then we did some in the Boundaries book, and then we did some in a positive thinking, those ones where it's like, what do they call that?
Motivational?
Yeah, motivational, but it's where you you image something.
Oh yeah.
And you think about it and you concentrate on it and you pray about it and you put a picture of it on the wall.
As if it's already happened.
Yeah, and then it just, is there because your body's energy goes towards that dream, and then it's, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so we always have a book like that.
Yeah, it's always
positive thinking is actually what it's about. It's all about controlling your thinking, taking captive every thought.
Because nowadays you have to. I mean, you have to.
You have to.
This is too
because
much
if you're
going on.
If you listen to the news, if you watch the news, if you're watching TV at all, and you're seeing all the commercials come up, they're all like medication. Mm-hmm. Everything is negative. I mean, every time I turn on the anything and it's like, it talks about impeaching the president. And I'm like, why are you impeaching the president? Just let him do his job. Yeah. Please. Stop spending that money. Put that money to something else. There are people who are starving or losing their homes. Can we can y'all just let it go? Let it go. We need to send them, just bombard them with that song. Just send them files and books and movies. Well, the Let It Goes.
Yeah, the Frozen 2 was out yesterday. Came out yesterday.
And there was something else that came out too.
Welcome to the Neighborhood, Mr. Rogers.
Did that come out? See, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, Tom Hanks with
Hanks doing Mr. Rogers. Well, see, and I think he did. Didn't he do Mr. Rogers on SNL?
I don't know.
I thought he did, and he did a really good one. But it was really, really funny.
Yeah,
I thought he did. Maybe not.
He did a good job as Walt Disney too.
He does a
good job.
He does a good job in everything.
It don't matter.
He shares the same birthday as my brother.
And I think that's why your brother was a fan of his.
Well, I think he was a fan of his before he learned his birthday. But my brother was, always wanted to be an actor, and he was really good at it. Mm-hmm. And then he ended up using it to teach. To teach,
and did good at that.
So that's awesome.
Just very good at that too.
Yeah, that's another one of my mom's things. My mom had I think that her words, I think she willed stuff on us because he wanted to be an actor. So she said, don't be an actor, teach. And he said, I don't want to teach. I want to be an actor. Mm-hmm. Guess what he ended up doing? Yeah. It's the mom thing. Mm-hmm. She gets in your brain. Yeah, willed it. that she controls and... But he's really good at what he does. He's excellent at what he does, and he does really well. Yes. I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of both my brothers. They're pretty awesome.
We'll get to see Scott this week.
Thursday, yes, we will. Get to see the new house.
Mm-hmm. That'll be cool.
Do we have banana pudding to take? Or
I will.
You will?
Yeah, I'll be picking that up on Monday or Tuesday, I think.
Okay.
Couldn't pick it up today because he's got...
you don't want to pick it up too early because the bananas wouldn't stay.
He's doing like 100 pounds of brisket for something or another. So he said you don't want to see that bill. But I'm sure he's going to be doing okay at his function that he's doing.
Yeah, he has Pop's Barbecue in New Braunfels, and it's really really good stuff.
It's really good stuff.
And you can pick it up to go or whatever, but he's got really good stuff. Really good.
And we're saying. Oops.
And his banana pudding is just
so
that's my favorite thing.
We did what you guys should do is
we did a pan.
A nice big pan, and if you have an event like for Thanksgiving or whatever, you get some banana pudding.
We don't have to
or
cook.
If you get to be charged with a dessert, it's a no-brainer. You just get that, you go there, and everybody's like, "Whoa, look at that!"
It's so good. What's the recipe? I can't tell you.
And then you hope they don't eat all of it.
Except that he's going to have like Pop's Barbecue branded on the top, so I'll be like, oh no, I did that. There's just
all them Nilla wafers on the top there, and you just hope everybody doesn't eat it all. That you take it home.
No, it's fine if they eat it all.
Well, that'd be okay too. That means I can have seconds.
I actually weighed 170 this morning instead of 172, so that's good.
There you are.
Yes, I weigh 170. Isn't that sad? No, it's not sad. It's fine.
That's
good. But yeah. And I forgot to take my blood sugar this morning.
Well, that's just a little bit more than I weighed when I got married, and now I almost doubled in size.
Thank you for saying that.
No, I almost doubled in size since I was skinny.
You didn't double in size. You only weigh like 200 now.
It feels like I doubled in size.
There's only like 50. You only gained 50 pounds, which you probably were supposed to because you were super skinny. I went from 123 when we got married to 170 now. That's almost 50 pounds. We both almost. My
heaviest I was 225. So that's like.
Oh, good. Yeah, we should say that number.
Pounds.
But I have been 180. That's as high as I've gotten. Every time I hit 180, I go, okay, that's it. No eating at all. Don't eat.
Fast for a month. See,
I don't lose weight.
Why? But when I look at you, I don't even consider weight.
That's because
it's not.
I tell you what. Next time I weigh 180, which I hope is never ever, I'll just show you my butt and you'll see it. See, you only see me in the dark. I
see you right now.
So you with clothes on, but like I'll have to strip down during the daytime and say, "See that butt? That's a 180-pound butt."
That's 180 pounds right there.
No, but 170 is good. I would love to get to. So what? Do what?
I got your 180 pounds right here.
Don't say that.
Well, they don't know what I'm talking about. They can't see my hands.
You didn't do that. Fortunately, I hope. I didn't see it. Yuck.
Just to make things interesting. I got you. Yeah, right.
It's a guy thing. It's like the fact that they have to pee outside all the time. Like, what are you doing? I'm going to the restroom.
What is that
I guess it's a good thing we're on 2.5 acres.
What is that?
Lots of brush.
Why does that dog keep digging in that part of the yard?
I don't know. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Is that what it is?
Maybe I have to change my spots.
Oh, yuck. A woman can't do that.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not.
One day, if you ever see me out there, I've got my skirt around my ankles and I'm squatting. That is fun.
No, see, don't think I'm not going. I'm not going poo out there.
No, that's what a woman would have to do. Except no. I had one friend of mine, and I love her. She was trying to explain to me how a woman. If you're out camping, how a woman can go to the restroom standing up. I did listen to her and laughed. And then I went up to my dad and I said, "Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe what Ann said." She's talking about going to the restroom standing up. My dad goes, "Oh yeah, I had an aunt do that one time in front of us." I was like, "What?"
And see, now they make little plastic attachments you can take on in your purse.
But see, I look at that and I'm like, that is such a good idea. Except you have to, it wouldn't work.
Don't
I don't know. It wouldn't work for me. I don't think.
But unfortunately, I have. There are times when. Well, how do we?
I'm not sure why we're on this subject, but go ahead.
There are times when you just. All of a sudden, it'll hit you that you have to go to the bathroom.
Are you talking about a Brinkley, or are you talking about
I'm talking about a Brinkley.
That's what we call a Brinkley.
Is when it's.
Maybe I should walk away from this.
No. When it's like, ooh, it's crowding. So, I had to go so bad, and I walked to our bathroom. You in there? Yes, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm like, okay. I'm going. I go to the back and I'll just go to Alex's bathroom and go back there and I see his light on it. You in there? Yeah. Says, yes, I'm in here. I go like, no. So I did have to go outside. And
Alex had to do that one time. Remember?
But I did.
Like, I had to go to the restroom outside. It's like, what? He's like, well, both of the restrooms are being
They're
used.
busy. So
I had to go. And I'm like, where is it?
There was no way you could do that. So that's right. So I had to find the dullest rock out there to help along.
You used to use as a poop knife.
Poop knife, yes. So. And the worst thing around here is you can't use leaves because our leaves are so small. I have to go
cedar. You can use a cedar.
It's like use a cedar branch. Well, at least it would smell fresh. At least it would smell. It would smell fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like, why can't we grow any sycamore trees around here? Use it. That's why.
Is that why my lemon tree is missing some leaves on the outside?
Oh, I don't know about that. I would have to. No, I don't think so.
Lemony fresh.
Lemony fresh.
Because the leaves smell like lemon too.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, good heavens!
No, it's.
Okay, you've made me laugh enough to have my eyes water and my nose run.
I have to go put a pee pad in.
It's really good.
So now you got your.
And they're called a sneeze pad, dear.
Oh, sneeze pads. Yeah, I guess so. So
you're giving away way too much information about me.
But now you can say that, hey, I resemble that remark.
Yeah, like you have children, and first time, your trampoline is sitting out there, and you're like, I'm gonna jump on the trampoline, and you jump like twice, and you go, holy crap! You get up the trampoline. It's like, my bladder's not made for the trampoline anymore.
No.
And I am not the only one. I have heard that happens to a lot.
Guys.
So you call it a sneeze pad, not a pee pad. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Well, I don't have to wear one, but it's.
You're lucky.
I'm looking more into the charcoal underwear.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, you don't need that either. My family needs that. My family has every time I put something behind my ear, I flip these up. No, my family. When I was little, my dad was the type of dad who would sit on the couch, let one fly, and then blame the dog. The room would clear, because it was so bad.
Yeah. Well, there was one time I knew it wasn't. We were sitting there while watching TV, and I knew it wasn't the dog because I just.
It was you?
It wasn't me. It was your dad.
Oh. Was he sleeping and didn't?
No, he was watching TV. He just did it.
Oh, it was in the house.
Jerry! He goes, what?
What? It's got to come out. Yeah, it was always what?
Yeah, what? It's.
Well, see, when I was little, it was the dog.
Mm-hmm. And when I was young, it was more room on the outside.
Yeah, that was your dad.
That was my dad.
Yeah.
My dad was pretty. My
mom. She used to say, "Oh my God, that husband of yours, you would do Betty's yard, and then you would go to her house to use the restroom or to get a drink or something out of the refrigerator, and you would go in the kitchen." And she said it was like clockwork. Every time she would let one fly and it would fill the kitchen, you would walk in and she'd be like, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I could just
what are the odds?"
die." Then she'd call me and go, "He did it again." I was like, "Yeah, well, sorry. I'm sorry. Don't keep sodas in your fridge and he won't show up."
I do it here too every once in a while.
Yeah. When I fill the kitchen.
What are you doing in here? I just
let one fly. Why did you have to come in now? You never, ever. Mm-hmm. But his favorite still is when I was pregnant. I think I was pregnant. And I said my leg hurt. And I stretched my leg and let one fly. And I was like, "Oh, that feels so much better."
And it was
he started laughing.
It was one of her best ones.
Yeah, I don't. I raised 4 boys and him. Yes, I raised him. And
she's still not finished raising me.
No, and that was just topic. That was regular. I mean, he couldn't sit at the table without them talking about those subjects.
When there's
that was it.
When there's 5,
they couldn't
when there's 5 men in the house,
and one woman,
and she passes gas, it is like the 4th of July.
It's like a monumental moment that they all go, Mom, let one.
And we start dancing. Everyone's, ah! And then,
yeah, he does. And then they wonder why I don't. Then I'm like sitting there going, oh, my tummy hurts because I will not in front of you guys because y'all turn it into like, you know, some sort of like party with beads and stuff.
Mardi Gras.
I know, it's like a Mardi Gras party whenever Mom.
Little toy that you spent.
They're all like, oh, did you hear Mom? I'm like, you let him go all the time. I never say anything. I know, but yours are more, you know, what, interesting? I don't know. Yeah. What's the deal?
I'm going to shut it to the world. Mom farted!
You could have done that in the kitchen and not yelled it outside the window.
The chickens are the only ones that heard it on this side. So.
No, I'm sure the new neighbors probably are going, what the hell?
What the hell?
First, they've got 3,000 chickens out there, and now they scream things out of the window about a mom farting.
What did we build this house over here?
Yeah, that's why they moved.
Hey, I'm sorry. When you build
I'm pretty sure our neighbors don't like us.
When you build a house in a neighborhood, if you haven't researched the oddities that are happening in that neighborhood,
well, the funniest thing is the fact that they moved. Well, after I got the chicken.
Yeah, they planted all the bamboo and then they moved.
So we ran into him at Walmart, and I said, "Did y'all move because of our chickens?" Sorry. And she was like, oh, no. It's like, what's she going to say? Yeah, yep, we did. They drove us nuts. So we're, of course she's going to say no.
Yeah. And then I'm always thinking, like, I never see our neighbors outside anymore.
Because they moved. Didn't tell anybody. And then the other neighbors don't talk to us.
The neighbors really never talk to us.
Nobody talks to us. We have too many chickens. And we take them off. Okay, we are 47 minutes into the day that you can never get back.
That's right.
So, but hopefully we made you laugh or something.
Well, at least we made ourselves laugh. So that's I'm going to call New Braunfels Feed to see if anybody wants. If I can get at least a couple of roosters.
I don't know why you don't put it on MeWe. Anyway,
maybe I'll do that today.
Okay, so I guess we're going to move on with it. Whenever he says he's going to get, every time he says he's going to call New Braunfels Feed to get rid of roosters, my heart just kind of goes, oh.
Oh, but yesterday you said.
Yes, but I don't want you to say it and then you say, yeah, I need to call them every day. But don't tell me you're going to call them every day. It just reminds me that we have to get rid of our little boys. My sweet little boys.
Well, I know.
So don't remind me. Just do it and then say, hey, they have some room for some. Pick 3, but don't say, oh, I need to call New Braunfels Feed today to see if they have room for roosters.
Yeah, what's going to happen?
Oh, I need to call New Braunfels Feed today.
What's going to happen?
It's kind of like somebody saying, oh, we need to pay taxes. Oh, we need to pay taxes every morning. Oh, let's not forget to pay taxes.
Well, I've done that too. So.
Oh, golly, we're going to work on our taxes. It's like, oh my God, if you say taxes one more time. Because every time you say taxes or I'm going to call to see if we can get rid of roosters, there's a part of my brain and body that just goes, ugh.
That'd be your butt, I'm sure.
My butt cheeks.
Yeah, the one morning that did you take some roosters in this morning? I sure did. Where's Ruru?
No. You will not
out here?
Okay, you will not ever take roosters unless I pack them for you because I decide.
And that's okay.
The first ones that get to go.
Oh, that's police. Yeah, that's.
I could get rid of. There's quite a few that I could probably get rid of.
Yeah. And the hens out there would be appreciative of it.
Yes, they would. But I wish I could find some of them homes instead of just taking them to the feed store. I'm always worried somebody's going to take them to eat them.
That's what I'm going to do. As soon as we get through here, we get some coffee, whatever. I'm going to look at MeWe.
Okay, you do that.
And see if I need to go.
It doesn't work. What?
That's just dumb.
There's a. I'm on. How do you see this? For a woman, this would drive a woman.
Oh, is it in my
it's
shirt?
in your shirt. You don't know it's in your shirt. Oh my God, that would drive me crazy. Oh. If I did this, I would be like, oh God, what is in my shirt? I can't handle when there's one hair in my shirt. I'll sit there and I'll be like, hand up my shirt trying to find the one hair that's.
I don't know. These extensions.
Should we just cut your hair?
Well,
We'll just cut it.
The extensions
just cut
are
it right
coming,
here.
These extensions are coming loose.
We'll just cut it right here. Just cut your hair. You'll have short hair again.
Well, it'll all grow back again.
Cut it right there.
It's 15 minutes, yeah.
Okay. That's a sign that we're leaving. Y'all have an awesome day, and I might talk to you tomorrow. Bye.